Okay, welcome to our calculus video tutorials. So today we continue with the differentiation, and with me you have a very simple question. Okay, so I have question number 1, and it reads: find the derivative of p given that 4q power 4 plus q power 7 multiplied by this one. So this is a function that we have. So going to say solution. Alright. So I'm going to copy the function derivative. So I'm saying p 4q power 4 plus q7 multiplied by, so you have this function. So it's basically it's written like this. So these are two functions that are multiplying. Alright. Then you have to bear in mind that these two functions are multiplying. So we have to use what we call the product rule. Since you know the product is something, or the answer to get after multiplying two entities. Alright, so the product rule states that if you have a function, say y is equal to u, so this is the first function, it's multiplying with the second function. Okay, then y dx, the derivative of this function will be, so the function, this one will produce dy dx, which is going to be u v prime plus u v prime. Okay, so when you say u prime and v prime, we're just denoting, so when I say u prime, we mean du dx. Okay, then when I say v prime, I mean dv dx. Right, so something very simple. But instead of using a complex way of expressing this formula, we can just write it like this. Okay, so basically from here now, if you want to apply this formula in this question that we have on the board, so I'm going to term this one as our u. So this guy is going to be our u. All right. So this is going to be our u, and this is going to be v. So you say let u be 4q power 4 plus q power 7, and let v as well be 10q plus 20. Alright? So what do we do from here now? We find the derivative of u, which is u prime, which is going to be what? So you drop the power, that's going to be 16. Q, of course, then subtract 1 from the power. Okay, 4 times 4 is 16, so we have 3 there, plus this one is going to drop, then we remain with the q, then up there we remain with the 6. Alright, so let's also differentiate the other part where we have v prime. Okay, so v prime is going to give us just 10, because you know that the derivative of this one is just 10, and the derivative of a constant is 0, so just 10 like that. Then you have to substitute these entities. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you bring these guys to this formula. So what we're going to get, we're going to have dy dx. Now, from here let's change. So given this function, we're given p, and this other side we're given q. Okay, so most of the times, you know, in mathematics we use y, and sometimes you have something like 2x. So now I'm saying dy dx. But the correct way of writing this thing, you find that you represent the y there, it's going to be p, so the p, the q. Alright? So this is now the correct way according to the question that you've been given. So you have p, so it's derivative of p with respect to q. So this is what we have. And what I'm going to produce, we're going to produce so v, where is v? That's v, so 10q plus 20, right? So you multiply this one with u prime. So u prime is this one, 16q 3 plus 7 q6. Okay, then you add. So what are we adding? We're adding u. U is this one. So you have 4q plus 4. Are we there? Alright, and the v prime that we have is 10. Okay, so from here now, you can actually simplify these things. Okay, so when you simplify, what are we going to get? What we're going to get is this 16 and this one, so you get 160 from there, power 4. Okay, then that one, what are we going to get? We're going to get 70, so you add there 70 cube power 7. Alright, then this guy now is going to be multiplying with this. So that's a 32. Okay, so this is a 32, then there's a 0 there, and cube power 3. Alright, then this guy decides what are we going to get. So it's a 14. Alright, so this is a 14 plus a 0, so 140 cube 6. Okay, then plus this one, this side. What are we going to get this side? So this one and this 10. So this is going to be 40. Alright, cube power 4 plus this one 70 cube power 4. Alright, so let's see the like terms that we have. So we have this guy here. Right, sweet. So this guy and this guy. As well, we have this guy, so power 4. So this is going to give us 50, right? So 50 plus this one. What do we get? We get 210 cube power 4. Then 70 power Q7, like that. Then these guys are just like, they don't have other pairs. Right, so bring them like that. Okay. Then this becomes your final answer. So these things are very simple. Just make sure that you follow the steps and make sure that you pair and simplify. So if you want, you can put the powers in this ascending order, where you start with this one, then come to this one. So you're writing the things technically correct like that. So thank you for watching. Make sure you support our videos by make sure that you like, you comment, and also share with people that can find these videos beneficial. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.